In this lesson, we will learn about the button style widget. A button is often used when we want something to work by pressing it. The button style widget can create visually diverse style of buttons. You will also learn how to use button styles to set a button to different colors, specify elevations, or resize button. After this lesson, you will understand how to use style form, button style method, and the material state property objects that resolve to different values depending on the state of the button. The most common way to style a button is to use style form. Style form has various parameters defined for primary, background color, elevation, text style, and etc. There is a second way to style the button. It is a method to use button style. Traditionally, to apply different styling depending on the state of the button, we would have to need a conditional statement separately from the outside of the button and use the style. But now, we can receive the state of the button from the button style parameter, which is why button style exists. In summary, if we want to create material design variation easily, the recommendation to use style form. And if we want a flexible approach, defining button style is advantageous. Let's see how to use it by looking at the code and execution screen. Set the style property of the first elevated button to a button style widget. Now let's learn more about button style. Set the background color in the material state property of the button. Use states contain to tell us what the button state is and a ternary operator to set the background color to green if the button is in the pressed state and blue otherwise. We can set other properties just like we set background color. Shall we set the size once with a ternary operator? Let's change the fixed size property when the button is pressed, like the background color through the material state property. Set the ternary operator so that when the button state is pressed, its height and width will be 300 and 100. We can also set properties regardless of status. Let's set the elevation property to a fixed value, regardless of the state. Like any other property, set the return value to a static number, such as 20. As we apply the material state property and see it in our code. Now that the code is complete, let's press the button on the run screen. When we press the button, it will have a green background color and grow in size as we have set. How is it? Aren't you proud? You don't know perfectly about button style, but you'll get a glimpse of it. At least, you know how to use it. Don't forget to use it someday. For the second elevated button, let's decorate the button via style form. This method is similar to the technique used so far and is accessible. Set the button style property to elevated button style form and place the required sub-properties. One thing to note is that button styles sub-properties and names are different, but of course they are the same. Background color is expressed in primary. Fixed size and elevation are the same. In today's lesson, we learned how to use button style and style form. Please familiarize yourself with them and use them conveniently when appropriate. It's time to finish the lesson on the button style. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.